into today's matchup of Metal Maniacs versus 7Watch. This should be a heck of a good game, but before we get started, let's see, both teams are ready. I believe so. Just to give me a little bit more time to get the link out there. Come on. There we go. Copy. Alright, so we're going to start round one here. Metal Maniacs versus 7Watch. Starting off on Volskaya. We'll see where both of these teams can go. Alright, so self-promotion.
Traveling to Volskaya Industries.
There we go, streams up. Alright, so there we go, folks. Getting ready for round one. Metal Maniacs on a tear this season. Haven't dropped a match yet. On the side of 7Watch, 1-4 at the moment. Looking to make that 2-4 here today, as they made a couple of nice trades throughout the week. Of course, picking up Seb and DJ No Style. And I believe A7 as well from Zed. So a lot of new faces here on the side of 7Watch. Looks like Metal from the get-go, though, is going the Ryan Zor with the Moira Mercy. And kind of waiting on the last couple picks here to see what else they got. As it looks like Crew is going to be on the Widow, at least to start out the gate. We'll see if he keeps it up for the defense, however. So we go, both teams getting ready in spawn. So it looks like on the side of 7Watch, we're going to see Ryan and Diva with a Mei soldier. I don't know if that's just a spawn room pick or not with the Mei, because I mean, Mei can work well with the, can definitely work on this map. We'll have to wait and see how that works. But at the same time, looks like they're running Mercy Moira as well. Pretty good support line up there. So let's see if they keep the Mei. I'm kind of interested in that for sure. Looks like we are going to see a Torbjorn coming out on the side of Metal. I always love to see the Torb. So where are you set up, Mr. Torbjorn? Where'd you go? Oh, there he is, coming from spawn. So let's see how Metal can do here, as they've also picked up a couple of new ones this week. Cupcake making her way back as well. So we'll see how this all ends up. Alright, so we do have 7Watch coming in from the right side, trying to attack, and that little choke looks like. Putting up the Mei wall. Oh, a couple of, a triple early on by Crew. All headshots. One is res though, and Seb will get a pick of his own, so that'll kind of, oh, never mind. Down, down to 3, back up to 2, and then down to 3 again. Rip. Lots of picks here, but on the side of Metal, quickly getting a bunch of picks, and the only one they really lost in that fight got rezzed up, so they're back to 6, keeping strong control of this point. And we'll see the Mei wall come up by DJ, as we're going to get a little bit of a view from our little Torbjorn friend here. As okay, we are seeing 7Watch push left side here, trying to get away from their opponents, giving their team enough time to try to get around. DJ putting up the wall, of course, just to block off some of the sight line. For now, it just looks like it's becoming a bit of a pick battle, and Metal will win the first elimination here of this engagement. That will put 7Watch down early. And of course, you also have the Torb turret just firing away onto that right door. Coalescence coming out on the side of 7Watch. Here you go, going to try to use that to push in. So Seb is demeched. Molten Core coming out, going to get the pick with the turret. However, we do see 7Watch over top of point, taking out Missy Tan there, taking out Metal's Mercy, but that ain't gonna matter here as Crew popping off with a double, and Power are gonna make it 3, Jenny 4. Metal holding strong here, as we're just gonna watch a DJ get picked by Crew, making it 3 for him in this engagement, popping off huge here. So we will see if 7Watch can kind of bounce back here. If maybe they can get something going on this push. They do have a couple of ults ready to go. they should have 4 entering this fight. So will Metal. Actually, Metal will have all their ults. But here you go. Seb firing the Diva Bomb in. Going to get 2 in the turret. So that's going to get Crew. You lost your Widow. I mean, he's been popping off in this game. So we'll see how this kind of affects the fight. Valk coming out on the side of Metal. Valk coming out on the side of 7Watch. Shatter out by 7. Shatter out by Metal. Just kind of using combos of ults. Just kind of using the same ults. But oh, the rest coming out by Misty to get Cupcake back up. So both supports still alive here from Metal on the point. Oh, Hogblade is going to get rid of Jenny. As we just have the Metal supports left. Crew coming back in though with a quick pick. Dragons by 7Watch towards the Metal spawn. Maybe just to hopefully hold them off. We'll see. As we do see Cupcake just touching the point there, preventing it from getting grabbed for a little bit longer. We'll see. A7 getting a pick, and that should be a pick. It should be a take there for 7Watch. So you got a little under 4 minutes, or 5 minutes, my bad, to try to take second point. And we have seen before the snowball effect the second point can have. Honestly, I kind of want to just see where Goku can go here with this grab. I mean, you got a nice spot once that defense matrix or the Diva is down. Oh, but it's going to be DJ getting the first pick. It's Seb firing the Diva Bomb up and over. Going to get no one this time. Grab out on Metal's side as they at least got the Rhine. Crew's getting a nice pick on the Hanzo, but Sights and Coalescence out as well on the side of 7Watch. But it does not look like it'll be enough as Crew getting a headshot. Jenny getting a double. And that will push this game back into Metal's favor, it looks like. There we go, 7Watch regrouping once again here. They do have a couple ults that are pretty close. They have 3 that are at least above half. They did lose a lot in that fight. Ooh, but Crew gonna get an early pick once again. You gotta fear the sniper Widow when they're just popping hits like that, so. 7Watch already down 1. Looks like they're still gonna try to push in here with this. We'll kind of see, as you gotta remember, Metal does have Shatter along with Coalescence. That could be a very dangerous thing there. We'll see how that works. Ooh, Crew getting another one on DJ, so 2 early picks for Crew in these pushes. It will be rezzed up, however, so the fight is even. Oh, Coalescence out. Oh, wrong person. Coalescence. Oh, Valk. Hammered down by Mr. Power there, getting 4. Shattered down on the other side as well, getting 4 of Metal. Man, going back and forth with the ults, but it looks like it'll be the DPS taking this battle over as Metal removing 3 of 7Watch from this brawl. 2 by Crew himself, and of course, just cleaning up shop now. That will be it there for 7Watch's push, but they will have Diva Bomb, Visor, and Dragons for this next fight. On the side of Metal, looks like they should be able to have Molten Core, maybe another Infrasites, and Grav. Oof, and Crew, nice headshot on Seed there. Gonna just take him out. Oh, and make it Kakarata as well. So that's another 2 early picks by Crew. Dangerous Widow, and you gotta. With the Widow like this, you gotta stick a little bit closer to that shield, in my opinion. You're just gotta stick right up on that Rhine shield to keep yourself from getting headshot. But here we go, they're pushing in. 7Watch is gonna get a pick there on Cupcake. That'll be 1. Maybe can they capitalize? Looks like Rez is coming out. The Diva Bomb will get none, but we'll back off the enemy Rhine. And just kind of get a view of Siege here. He's trying to push him with his team. The Molten Core by the Torbjorn. He's gonna get 1. And it looks like that will back off the opposing team again. Yes, this Crew getting another double. Just picking people's heads. That's all you gotta do. Pick heads. 7Watch trying to come back in again. They do have both DPS, so it's Coalescence and Shatter's not far behind. However, on the side of Metal, they're getting pretty close to Coalescence as well, along with their Infrasight and their Valk once again. Actually, even Shatter's really close for them. So we'll see what they can do pushing here. As DJ getting a nice headshot on Crew, but it will be res. Battle is still even. As 7 is going to be able to push in here. Let's see. Coalescence out on 7's side. Let's see what else gets popped. grab out on Metal, getting 3. Tag Visor coming out on the side of 7Watch. Lots of O's getting popped here. Coalescence by Cupcake as well. As Power with a nice double. Ooh, nice shatter by Hawk though. Gonna get at least 2, but it won't be enough as he was basically alone there. So lots of ults chunked out in that fight. And it looks like Metal will still hold strong here on point 2.
30 seconds remaining.
Oh, another nice pick there by Power and Crew respectively. Gonna kind of stagger out 7Watch here as they don't have a lot of time. They got to get pushing, and they only have 18 seconds. They may be down 2, but if they can find a way to touch, that's all they can do. So here we go. We're just gonna get a nice little view here of Goku as he's in the back line, just kind of causing a bit of havoc. And of course, we have the main fight going at the choke. Shatter by Power is going to shut down any attempt we would have seen for 7Watch to touch there, as Dragons will claim 1 as we head on into the second round. I will say, once 7Watch at 1 push, that's all it took for them to get first point. I mean, at the very end when everything just came together for them, it was great, but beyond that, they seemed like they were having a bit of trouble combating this Metal team, especially with the fact that Crew in almost every engagement ended up getting an early pick or 2 against 7Watch, knocking them down quite early to a 5v6 or even a 4v6 at times due to the headshots. And of course, even when they took Crew out, he was res pretty immediately, or the tanks were, giving some good opportunity for Metal here. But it looks like we're going to see a little bit of an interesting strat here on the side of 7Watch. Looks like they're going to be doing double shield, Bastion, Torb with a Mercy Moira. It looks like that is going to be what's coming out of spawn. I am excited. Let's go. Bastion Torb is not something we get to see a lot of here in DPS combos, so let's see how it works here. 7Watch always been kind of fond of that Bastion Torbjorn combo. They used it on Hanamura in stage 1, now pulling it out here on Volskaya in stage 2. On the side of Metal though, I don't know if some of these are spawn room picks or not, but we have a Genji Torbjorn Doomfist setup with a Brig, Moira, and solo tanking with the Rhine. Very interesting layout if they do go with that. I mean, especially because they attack Torb. I mean, attack Torb OP, we have come to learn. So we'll kind of see if they'll stick with this or what might get mixed up here on the side of Metal. But the gates shall open on Metal's chance here to take map 1. So let's go. Let's see what they can do. So they are going to come out with a triple DPS, actually, solo tanking with Brig Moira. Kind of an interesting thing here, as we do see DJ up on the high ground, barreling down, along with the Torbjorn, just a bunch of damage. Genji up top with the Orisa and everything, as we're just going to get a nice overview here of the battle. As Bastion and Orisa firing bullets from above, getting pocketed by the Mercy even, the boost on the Bastion, that is scary. It does look like we're seeing a Crew, Cupcake, and Jenny trying to get around there to get behind 7Watch, but it's not going to work, as 7Watch will get both of them. So that's 2 of your 3 DPS, and you do not have a res at this point. Okay, there you go. They're both swapping off to different DPS now. We're going to see Hanzo McCree come out. We have seen Goku switch to Zarya, so we are seeing more of a 2-2-2 here on the side of Metal. But 7-1 keeping it up right now with the Bastion Torbjorn strat. Kind of an interesting one. Just trying to get a view of what the tanks are seeing here. You're just seeing the Torb turret firing from one way. The Bastion's going to set up on the high ground on the other. You just got a lot of damage coming in this way. Yeah, see there you can already see it. They're trying to push up that Torb turret just to try to take it out and try to get anybody up there with them, but you kind of open yourself up to double turrets here. I mean, once again, let's just kind of... Oh, there we go. Get a nice little view of what you're seeing here. You got the Bastion as soon as you come out straight ahead, and you got the turret off to the side. Oh, there goes the turret, though. Finally, it's gone, but Orisa and Bastion firing from afar, along with the Torbjorn even with the turret. Just 7-1 trying to keep this in their advantage, trying to keep them in that small room. But Metal going underground. Oh, trying to use the cover there, not going to work. Almost an environmental on the part of Seb there, but... Oh, here you go, Bastion. Oh, is online, going to help fire down above with the power boost as well. There you go, going to get one. We're going to see Jenny jump off the map, Power, and Goku as well. Looks like a reset. understandable here. I mean, looks like they're gonna be trying some new stuff. Crew coming out on the hamster, actually, on the wrecking ball. So we will see a triple dive tank comp running here, along with the Pharah now. Okay, still got to try to beat him from above, and I think Missy may be swapping to a Zen or a Mercy. I really don't know if she's staying in the off support. I would assume Zen, but no, double main healers it will be. So 7Watch right now, they gotta feel pretty good about this. I mean, they've held a really good bit. I mean, they're spread out their turns on both sides, making it really difficult for Metal to pinpoint exactly one. And of course now you have the Rhine shield protecting the Torb turret. And it's gonna get free tick for Torb, as we are now seeing Metal, already losing one of theirs early on in this fight. Make it 2, as they lost a healer and a tank. Res on the Moira. Bongo is out. Looks like the Bastion is down, but not before Seed can get something going there. Oh, charged by a Hawkblade. Gonna end up getting 3 in the tiny room. There you go, cleaning off Metal, and Seb gonna make it 4 for the combined might of Hawkblade and Seb. 4 kills between them in this push. And now Metal, they really don't have any ults to use here. They do have Coalescence, so that can sustain, but you also gotta remember Molten Core's in play. When that turret gets low, pop that, and it's a dangerous tool, especially if Torb can get up on the Winston or maybe on the Mercy, just to do a lot of quick damage. But it looks like Jenny going to be taking out DJ there on the Bastion. Goku getting a pick there on Kakaratu. Crew on the point, just trying to grab the point here as all Metal's now jumping down, but 2 picks on the side of 7Watch. We are seeing the Molten Core come out. Barrage on the side of Metal, taken out by Seb. Fight on the point. Let's see. Oh, Seed gonna get Goku as well, and there goes power out of the mech, as it looks like just Crew and Crew and Seed are the 2 fighting on the point here. DJ coming back now on the Tracer. Coalescence by Cupcake, but Seed popping off here on the Torb. That's 3, I believe maybe even 4 for him in the middle of that fight. Beautiful defense play here as 7Watch is going to take map 1 of this game against Metal. I'm intrigued. Alright, the Bastion Torb strat works here on Volskaya, ladies and gentlemen. It's been proven here today. However, Crew, of course, popping off early in this game. Especially on the defense, getting the play. 1 headshot, 2 headshots, make it a triple. Beautiful play by him. Just really on the first push of the game, really. That was beautiful.
Pure class.
But we saw it here first. We did see 7Watch get the first map. That's intriguing. I like that a lot. So now we're going to move on to map number 2, which is Eichenwald. We'll see how that turns out for both teams. I'm going to make sure, though, because I am a forgetful one. Dude. Yeah, Eichenwald is next. Oops, I'm in the wrong channel on my phone, lol. There we go. Alright, so map number 2. There we go. So let's see. Where's... I can't type. There we go. So we're just seeing if they actually, and we're gonna see if we got any subs on the side of. Yeah, and I was about to say, well, we're kind of waiting on the teams to get ready. Just looking at the YouTube comments, yeah, you're right, Mr. SC. Yeah, they took it. They took it with the Bastion Torb defense strat. That was beautiful for 4 minutes. That was beautiful. And Bastion and Torb are annoying to play against. I will say, a lot of burst damage can really help with that, especially with the double shield. I mean, you could go. You can really burst down the shields with a Junkrat. You can get behind with a Reaper, beat down from above with a Pharah. Just kind of depends if you can get that in. Okay, so it looks like both teams are ready. We'll be heading on to map number 2, Eichenwald. 7Watch taking an early lead here, 1-0 against Metal Maniacs. We'll see what kind of interesting strats they're willing to pull out here on this map. Because for those of y'all that are new to all this, Eichenwald is our hybrid map for the week here. So you start by grabbing the point, moving the payload. So different strats work at different points. We'll see how it works. It does look like right now I will say this choke right here at the first part of Eichenwald is always the roughest to get through. It's one of those really deadly chokes, and honestly, this week we have 2 really deadly choke maps, Volskaya and this one considered. Then, of course, the environmental kill capital of the world in Overwatch when it comes to Ilios. This map rotation is pretty scary, honestly, and having to come straight from a comp like the Bastion Tour when you have all the high ground to a map that's just kind of all over the place here with Eichenwald, especially first point. It's really tight, really contest It's really more of a brawl once you get through the choke. Heck, even to get through the choke is a chore in and of itself. So we'll see what both teams are willing to pull out here. So far for 7Watch though, looks like they're setting up for kind of a dive. Never mind, kind of swapping off to the Rhine-Winston combo. Interesting one we don't see very often. On the side of Metal, looks like they're kind of mixing up a lot of things. They got a triple tank going with a Genji. They're running the Brig and Moira. That does make sense with the triple tank running the Brig. Keep them really close and contest, especially when you have the Hog to just yeet people right on in. Just kind of grab them and pull them in. We'll see how that works out for them on the defense. And I will say, it looks like we're seeing a Soldier Junkrat combo run here on the side of 7Watch with a Rhine Winston. I'm kind of wondering how effective this Winston will be against the triple tank. Of course, there's a lot of ult charge to be gained there just from tickling people, but you're not really going to be one for getting kills with that. So we'll kind of see. Oh, wow, okay. 7Watch already just pushing straight through the choke, going to the left side here. Crew, though, will get the first pick of the game on Seed. Oh, and it looks like we're going to see, Power and Crew, respectively, getting picks 2 and 3. Owen's off the map, DJ's down, and so is Kakarot. So that will be a very swift shutdown there on the side of Metal. Triple tank working very well so far. Now we're seeing Seb and DJ both swapping to D.Va and Hanzo respectively. Gonna get a bit more burst in there with the Hanzo, of course, and D.Va can just dive in and be a good brawl, especially with the D.Va bomb. Once you get that Rhine shield out of the way, just plop that thing on in. So we'll see what we'll get out of these two. Oh, Crew is down there falling off the map, it looks like. So this is a 6v5 in favor of 7. We'll see what they can do as Coalescence coming out, just going right through the shield of Rhine there. It looks like we will see Metal push back to point. Shatter out on this side. Oh, Shatter and Grab out on the side of Metal, along with the Coalescence. Cupcake getting 2. We'll see a Shatter by Hawkblade, which, well, yes, we'll get the Hog down. Will not get a pick. Brig is scary. As this triple tank going really, really strong here. As we do have a disconnect on the side of Metal, but Crew's back. There we go. Crew's back. That's a shame, though. You're going to lose the ult charge there that you had. So we'll see if he can come back a little bit stronger. But that's going on. 7Watch has an opportunity here. 6v5. Try to push in. They have Dragons. They have Valk. And they're going to have Tire. There it is. Along with D.Va Bomb. So that's 4 big ults. But we'll see what they can do. D.Va up in the air. Tire coming out as well. Dragons flying out as well. All the ults coming out on the side of 7. They will end up getting 3 in total. However, Metal's not going down that easily as they will get a pick of their own. Make it 2 by Jenny. However, immediately charged out. And now Seb, Hawk, Kakarot, and Owen all going to just kind of bully up on the Hog now as the res will come out. 7Watch looks like they will capture the payload here. No, never mind. Metal's reinforcements are coming in here. They have 3. Coalescence out on the side of 7Watch. Rally is out on Metal's side. Not even going to try to contest with it. Just going to back out and give your team some armor. Not a bad idea. As we, here we go. I'd say no. So that will be 7Watch capturing the first point. They have a little over 3 minutes. Let's just kind of get a quick little view of what Metal is doing over on the bridge. Looks like they're setting up, keeping their triple tank going here, giving the same exact comp. They do have 2 DPS, or not DPS, tank ults. Oh, Shatter coming out behind the payload, gonna get 1 with the charge. Grav is out getting 3 in the back lines. Crew, a nice little double there. Ooh, Shatter by Hawk though is gonna get at least 2 to 3. No follow-up, however. So there you go. Metal may have slipped, let the payload come out from the point, but that's fine. Looks like they're already getting back to that defensive mindset. This triple tank is not really facing much opposition. We'll kind of see what can happen here as the Riptire is coming out by Seed. It is going to get... Oh, it's going to get both tanks! It's going to get the Czar and the Rhine. You have nothing to res it either, so you're already down to a 4v6 here. You got to make something work, because it looks like... Oh, yeah, rip both of the supports as well. Taken out in sync. And now we're just seeing 7Watch push the payload really well. No opposition here, for the most part. I'm intrigued how this is working so far. As now they have Diva Bomb, Pulse Bomb's really close. Both support ults are really, really close as well on the side of 7. They have a lot of ults going into this. As Diva Bomb is going to come out. Oh, going to get none there, but Crew in the back lines will get 1 with the blade. It's taken out by Owen though, so the fight is even. However, 7Watch getting a res to keep the fight at 5. Shatter by Power, going to get 3, and geez, Shatter is all it takes. They did also pop Coalescence there though as well, so they did use 2 ults in that fight. There will have Rally, Grav, and Whole Hog, however, at the start of the next one. DJ swapping off to a beautiful looking Houston Outlaws Farah. I like it. Looks like we're going to see a bit of Pharmacy with the Junkrat now. And Crew is going to the hit scan. I'm guessing he was anticipating that. I'm not quite sure. It's a nice, a really nice pick there. So we'll kind of see what happens here. We got a fight on the bridge. We got a fight on the high ground. There you go. Rally's out on the side of Metal. We'll see what they can do here. As Grav is out as well. Going to grab 1. Tire is out on the side of 7Watch. Lots of ults coming out. Valk is even out here. No, that might have wasn't Valk. It was a Guardian. My bad. But Goku getting a pair. Crew as well getting a pair. Just a lot of good play here. Yep, and Power going to finish off Kakarot. So there you go. That will give Metal a pretty nice ult charge there. I mean, they have 4 ults that are really, really close. 7Watch coming in this time again with the Hanzo. Adding the Hanzo back into the mix. We'll see what happens here. They do only have this last push, and they are going in castle side. So we'll just kind of get a view of Hawkblade here as this team's going to push on in. Ooh, Whole Hog coming out. Just going to pop Hawkblade all the way across the bridge. There you go. Goku and Jenny combining for 2. Oh, Crew going to make it 3 total in the high noon. Along with Power getting another 2 kills. Oh, the Diva ult. Getting in a weird spot there as Cupcake will finish off Seb. And end round 1 here on Eichenwald. I mean, the triple tank, they didn't have to swap off of it. I mean, they got to keep it the whole round. Not something that happens very often after getting beat up a bit on the point. So we'll see what they plan to do on the attack. I'd almost assume the same thing in a sense. Maybe even go goats just to quickly push through the choke. We'll see. But 7Watch, really nice performance there, getting about halfway through point 1. You know, almost there to the gates. So close. But it looks like they'll be running their own triple tank here on the defense. It looks like same tanks and everything, going for kind of a mirror matchup in a sense. Just changing the DPS around a little. Actually, no, don't even have a DPS yet. So they might be going goats on the defense. We'll see as well. On the side of Metal, we're seeing 2 tanks, a support, and 2 DPS. Ah, there you go. Messi picking the Zenyatta. I always love seeing the Zenyatta. It's beautiful, especially with the Discord. That it makes for some really good DPS opportunities for your Reinhardt. So we'll see. It looks like we will be seeing 7Watch running the triple tank with a Junkrat. So a good bit of spam, but with the Pharah in the air, that might be an issue that is going to cost him this first point. Or, well, the point in the first place. We'll kind of see. As Pharah v Junkrat, usually the Pharah is going to take that one. And of course, along with that, you do have the Tracer being played by Jenny here. Could harass the back line a good bit. We'll kind of have to wait and see. But here we go. The gates are going to open in 7. We'll see if 7Watch has the ability to make this a 2-0 early on in their favor, or if Metal will be able to tie up the odds entering halftime. Let's see how this thing goes. So already the Pharah beating down some damage from above. We'll just kind of get a view of this. There you go. Just kind of getting the pharmacy treatment here, as Misty did go to the Mercy. There you go. Just kind of hook there, hooks on both sides, but the first pick will go to 7Watch. Make it the first 2, but picks are even for the most part. But both supports are down on 7Watch. They don't really have any sustain, so we'll have to see if the tanks can hold up here with just health packs. Hogblade will get the hog. 7. Hogblade just trying to hold the point, but no. Crew and Jenny with the power of their supports are gonna very quickly take the payload here. They're gonna have at least 6 minutes. Oh, never mind. I overshot it there. I was thinking of like Horizon. 5 minutes and 30 seconds here to push the payload to the end of the bridge. Not the end, the front end, not the back end. There you go. So we'll kind of see what they can do here. Yes, this is a very dominant push, and it looks like we are seeing DJ come out on the McCree to try to get that far a bit. That's a good thing. Is Seed gonna take out the Tracer? Not bad. Very nice play there. It's kind of both teams starting to push on in. We'll see what they can do. We do have Crew getting a nice pick on the back lines. There you go, going for Hogblade as well. Just kind of beating him down. Oof. Hogblade knocked forward. Gonna get caught as... Here you go. Here's the DPS. The Metal going to work. Another triple between them. That's going to send 7Watch really far back. Make it a quad in a sense. And another one. Crew. Lots and lots of picks. And really the tanks haven't had to do a whole lot here. I mean, they're just kind of pushing up with their team. They're creating that space a little bit and just getting the free picks that are coming their way. The of them though coming up and over. Gonna get Crew though, and that will be res by Missy. It looks like. Yep, gonna get the res. Crew's back up. We're gonna see the tire come out. Going to get the Tracer. Res as well by Kakarot. Gonna get Owen. So both supports up for 7Watch. However, 7's going out of mech. Whole hog is out. The barrage flying out here on the side of Metal. Just a lot of stuff going on here. That's 4 picks for Metal. Looks like they're gonna make it 5. And Coalescence is just there to sustain to easily make it a 6. Alrighty then, Metal coming back with a vengeance here on Eichenwald, making it 1-1 entering the half. Really good play there. As play the game going once again to Crew, but this time going on the Genji. I believe this was the blade that went to the back lines, just kind of harassing here. Yep, on the grab, gonna get 2. Never mind, I thought you had a blade play, but that makes me sad. Oh well. Good performance by both teams here. Entering the half, both teams 1-1 here. Kind of an interesting thing here, actually. We've seen Metal a lot of times 4-0 teams, but Clear Sights, not Clear Sights, 7Watch. I was thinking Clear Sights, but 7Watch here, pulling out some different strats. You know, the Bastion Tor, Bakur's on Volskaya worked very well, especially with high ground control. Very, very effective indeed. I clicked the wrong button. But next map is the Boop capital of the world, Ilios. So as we wait for our 2 teams to get ready and get their subs ready, we're going to kind of look at a couple players here. In my eyes, on the side of Metal, of course, you have Crew, of course, popping off on the DPS, but in the same sense, for the most part, it's those supports, Cupcake and Misty, of course, keeping everybody alive for the most part. Just that team staying strong in these brawls that looked like they could shift very easily into the favor of 7Watch. Yet those supports, that Moira Mercy is just enough healing to keep that team in these brawls. On the side of 7Watch, I think we keep looking at Seb and Hawkblade here on the DP, not the DPS, the tank combo, looking good out there, as we will see A7 come out. We're going to see Firefox come in. Boop. And Zaz is coming in for who? There we go. So I think that gets us everything. Let's see. Let's see if both teams are ready. If I can type on this phone. Okay, so we'll wait for them, but like I was saying, 7Watch, the tank duo of Seb and Hawkblade, they're looking really good out here, especially with the damage that they're able to pull out. It's a lot of damage for tanks when you think about it. They're on par with their DPS. Lots and lots of damage getting pushed in here by 7Watch. So we'll see if they can keep that up entering our last two maps, starting of course with Ilios. We're just waiting on confirmation that Metal is ready to go, and then we'll be on to it. So I guess while we got the stream up and going, people watching the stream, comment your predictions in the little stream chat. I kind of want to see what y'all are thinking here going into this next round. Okay, so both teams are now ready. That will take us to Ilios. 1-1 here in the case of Metal and 7Watch. Heck of a way to start off the week. Let's see where this can go from here. And of course, what's a better place to start Ilios than the dangerous well? The hole is very deadly. Ooh, creepy sounds when you go in there too. Yeah, don't fall in the hole. It looks like we are going to see two completely different strategies though coming out on both sides. On the side of 7Watch, looks like we're going to see a dive comp actually come out. Swapping out the Genji for a soldier and putting in a Moira instead with the Lucio. That's pretty interesting to say the least. On the side of Metal, looks like they're doing the hook and halt with a McCree and Lucio. Tracer just to harass the back, and the Moira to lots and lots of healing. So we'll see which team can prevail here on Ilios well. I'm kind of interested to see the dive. You don't see that a lot on these control points, but 7Watch is becoming pretty known for that. Especially, I remember on Li Zhang, they would dive in on Night Market a whole lot through the windows and everything. It was really interesting to see. So we'll see what they can pull off here. We do have a Genji coming out instead of a Tracer though on the side of Metal. So McCree and Genji. Interesting duo there. Here you go, both teams coming to the point. Looks like we're going to see this little dive go to the left side of the point here as lots and lots of damage coming out here on this left side of the point. As now we're just seeing 7Watch spread out, getting spread out. I kind of can't tell, but there you go, kind of reorganizing there on the back of their spawn. So we'll see what they can do here. Seb going after Crew along with now Jenny that's gotten in there, but that's not going to help the cause as it looks like Metal already 2-3 picks early in this fight, kind of backing off their opposition here off the point as Metal will be the first team to grab Ilios well. We'll say not a single environmental though due to the left side thing. Kind of sad at the moment, but you can never deny that hole will find victims somehow, some way. So here we go, coming back in with a dive once again. We'll kind of see what 7Watch's plan here is. The Seb just poking a little bit, trying to get some nice charge. Sith, oh, gonna get. There we go. We're gonna see 2 picks. Seb getting credited there with the boop into the hole, as Coalescent and Primal coming out. They decided to piece. Oh, the pulse bomb as well by DJ, going to stop the ulting Moira. It should give Metal a bit of an edge here. I mean, not Metal. 7Watch a little bit of an edge here, as we're seeing Seb just beat up on the tanks. Tank and Moira not gonna die though. There you go. They're getting back into it. There goes Arisa, but the sound barrier's out. The High Noon is out on the side of Metal. Gonna get 1. Oh, Crew gonna make it 2. Getting DJ as well. And it looks like Metal, they're gonna keep the stronghold they have on the map here. Oops, my bad. Clicked the wrong button. There we go. Oh, there goes Hogblade, knocked out him back, and the whole Hog coming out as well. Gonna just back up 7 even more. Just gonna watch the Hog. Ooh. Push people around. But while they may have lost their Roadhog, Crew going out there and getting 5. Bit of a pine thing there. I like it. Kind of reminds me of stage 1 of Overwatch, like just popping off on the McCree. 7Watch. It looks like they'll get at least 1 more chance to get on the point here, and it definitely looks like we're seeing Crew set up for the High Noon. We are seeing the High Noon is out, kind of using it to zone. We'll get 1. We do have Blade coming out as well. There we go. All kinds of ults coming out. Ginny getting a double. Power getting 1 as well with Coalescence. As yeah, combined, we saw a lot of death there. As Metal taking map 1 of Elios. Okay, that was a really good performance by them. 100-0 shutout there. So we're kind of you gotta kind of wonder, what are we gonna see differently on the next map of Elios? It could either be Ruin or Lighthouse. Speaking of, it's Lighthouse, so another really nice environmental kill map that you can do. So we'll kind of see what changes up here, and we will see Seb jumping to the Hog. We will see Sith on the Brig, Hawk on the Rhine. There you go. And I may add a DJ. That's actually not a bad idea, especially if we're seeing the kind of dive tanks come out on the side of Metal in this case. So we'll kind of see where all this goes. That's both teams get ready to push on into point. Looks like Metal will get the upper hand. They're already closing on the point. Jenny getting a nice pick in the back lines before 7Watch can even get close to the point. That Tracer's still back there just causing havoc. There you go. We'll get a little bit of a view for them for a second. Get a nice little pick. Oh, Crew gonna help get rid of DJ. So Metal has the edge. They're up by at least 3. Might as well go to the point. Seb's gonna at least take 1 with him before he's downed. Power gonna get a pick as well. As now, Metal taking first point of Lighthouse as well. So we do see 7Watch trying to push back in here. They got a nice little formation going. Oh, the dive onto the soldier, but having the break close behind is always nice. Ginny early pick. Exhausting gonna follow that up quickly with a Brig pick. Ginny making it 2. And out of all the devastation, Hogblade will get a charge, but everything else goes swiftly in the favor of Metal. But they're just gonna keep racking up percent. Seb once again though, just gonna get the nice little pick at the end. As High Noon is ready, we got Primal Bomb and Coalescence ready on Metal side. As we will see Power get taken out there with a Helix. Rally is ready, Hog is ready, and Blizzard will be ready for 7Watch along with Visor very shortly. So here we go. All the ults getting popped out here. Crew getting none with the High Noon, none with the bomb as well. Exhausting though will get at least 1 kill. Make it 2 with the Primal. There you go. Blizzard's gonna kill 1 on its own, which is a rare occurrence. As Coalescence on both sides is getting fired here. Seb pulling Firefox off there for the environmental, as looks like Seb gonna get 2. Oh, we will see 7Watch grab the point here with only The Roadhog and the Moira. There you go. Hogblade charging back in. Gonna get power, so their main healer's out of this one. The Shatter looks like it's got none. As 7Watch suddenly taking hold of this point. And they're doing a really good job of just staggering out the opponent here a little bit. And even though 7 did lose their main tank in that brawl, they took the enemy main tank with them. I'm just gonna give a nice little bunker view here. So 7Watch did get their first claim of the point here. It looks like they're keeping it very well. They do have 2 ults, actually 3 ults already. Blizzard is gonna be up really quickly. Both teams gonna be coming in with at least 3. Looks like Metal could have as much as 5 entering this next fight. As they will get an early, well, oh yep, yeah, they do have an early edge. I thought that we were gonna see the environmental. High Noon getting 1, Jenny getting another. Yet the DPS of Metal popping off once again, making it 3. Power and Zazton getting a pick apiece with their ults, giving Metal firm control of the point once again. So here we go, 7Watch coming back as Metal will cross the threshold of no return. All it takes is one more team fight at this point, so if they can hold strong here, it looks like we'll be seeing 2-1 in favor of Metal here on Ilios. Well, Diabomb slide on in, gonna knock 2 off, gets a 3rd and Sith. If that's not play, I don't know what will be. That was beautiful. Blizzard out on point, but it's not gonna matter here as that's a team wipe. As Metal Maniacs just chilling out on the point there to capture Ilios, making it 2-1 in favor of Metal. And here we go, it has to be the double boop at the end of the game. It's just, yep, there it is. Boop boop, excuse me. Getting both opposing tanks with the charge, I love it. Beautiful play of the game there. But now we're gonna go see if we have any subs entering the last map, which is Watch Point Gibraltar. Yep. Okay, so we do got a couple of subs from Metal that'll be coming in as soon as we get to the lobby screen. So we will see Power coming out for Grossi, and we will see Missy coming out for Death Clutch. Alrighty, interesting pairing there. We'll see what they can do coming in on this very important map 4. We'll kind of see what happens as we enter Gibraltar. So let's see, as we kind of wait for the other subs to get in here. Howdy, Man of Steel, I see you in the comments. How are you? Glad to see we got a lot of people coming out to watch today's game. And this is not the only game we'll have on tap this afternoon. At 7:30 CST, 8:30 EST, it'll be Fallout versus Blackstone Legion. A battle of the 2 and 3s. We'll see that has some very big potential in the playoff picture, depending on how other games this week go. Could knock either of those teams up to a 4th place, like 5th or 4th place in the standings, which is going to be pretty interesting to see. We do have a sub as well on the side of 7Watch. Hawk is going to be coming out for Caucus. I don't know how you said that. I don't know, but they're coming in here for Hawk, and that should be everybody. Doop doop doop. I can type buttons. But I will say that was one of the best plays of the game I've ever gotten to see in my time in Overwatch. That is beautiful. I don't know how you get the double boop with the Diva and get the Diva bomb kill, but I'm impressed. I like it. I like it. So, Gibraltar, it's our payload map, strictly payload. Push that thing as far as you can. We have seen this map do a wide variety of things throughout the stage so far. I mean, we've seen everything from people pushing the payload all the way on 0 seconds. I mean, we've seen holds at first point. We've seen a lot of things. Alrighty, 7Watch is ready, so we'll be diving into our last map. 2-1 in favor of Metal. Let's see who, if we're going to have a map 5 or a Metal will be able to take it home. So we will see here, I'm on Gibraltar. Oops, sorry. Getting back to the right chat on the Discord. Kind of an interesting map. There's lots of high ground and a good bit of places, especially third and second point. High ground is key, and even on the first point, high ground is going to be a really big thing. And of course, the brawling points, especially the dip going to first point. There's a lot you can do here on Gibraltar. All kinds of strategies can work, and it looks like we're seeing DJ pull out the Bastion here. Once again, I mean, last time they pulled it out, it worked very, very well as they held Volskaya on the defense. I'm honestly intrigued. Ku is going to pull out the Hanzo. We'll see how that works. Bastion Hanzo combo on the attack. Interesting combo there with double shield. So pirate ship it is. Kind of an interesting strat to pick for Gibraltar though, just with all the high ground around, but we'll see how that works out. On the side of Metal, it looks like they're going to be pulling the Bastion with a shield, and the high ground crew is going to be on the Soldier, Moira, Ana, and we're still waiting on Jin to pick a person here. There you go, going to pick the Winston. So, double main tanks for them as well. Interesting picks there. So we'll kind of see how both teams' comps work here on Gibraltar. Both really interesting, in a sense. 2, 1. First attack here for 7Watch. They're gonna grab it first. We'll see what they can do. Trying to get the Bastion set up, not quite there yet. There you go. DJ just kind of firing away from behind the payload as enemy Bastion firing down onto you. However, it's the battle of the shields at that point, and it just looks like DJ's gonna be winning that one against the Orisa shield. No, never mind. He goes down, but is rezzed. Meanwhile, the payload's staying stagnant. Yep, there goes the Orisa shield again as Seb and Zaz are getting into an Orisa 1v1 on the side here. Both Bastions just kind of fighting it out. DJ may go down, but Crew's going down as well. I pick a piece. Got Death playing the Bastion here on the corner, just firing away. Looks like 7 is going to back up a little bit and regroup, as they are going to lose their Orisa to the Bastion. But oh, there you go. They are pushing the payload into the dip. So this is where the brawling really happens. So they might have a better chance here. So yeah, no, the Bastion will getting popped here. Make it 2. Make it 3. Yeah, Death Clutch is going to claim a couple there. As that will definitely help Metal hold, as they will have their other 5 ults coming online at some point in this brawl. That's it. And we are going to see DJ swapping off the Bastion to a Tracer. So both teams pretty good on ults actually. I mean, we're going to see 2 ready on the side of 7 with another actually never mind, make that 3 with 2 more ready to getting really close. On the side of Metal, they only have their 2 tank ones that aren't ready yet. Never mind, make that only 1 tank. As 7Watch, all their ults are coming out here. We will see Hanzo get 1. DJ is going to get the Bastion, but Jen is going to get at least 1 on with the enemy Mercy. 5th, nice charge getting Zostin. As we will see, despite still kind of just stagnating out here, looks like it does look like 7Watch does have an upper hand. Charged by Sith. Oh, we're gonna just poop a couple of the supports out of the way. Now deep in the back lines. Ooh, nice hook there by Seb. However, Death Clutch on the Bastion. Gonna pull off some nice stuff. We do have the tag visor in the back lines by Crew. We're gonna get eliminated by the Reaper. Probably there to help out with the Winston. As now they are running dive, pure dive. There's a big old brawl happening near the big health pack. Looks like we will see Metal take the edge there as they get 2 quick picks. They're going to push up and try to make it 3. No, will not be 3 as Death Clutch is going to sit on the front of the payload. Yeah, there you go. Just going to chill as Death Clutch firing into the... just up the stairs a little. With the beautiful Bastion Gold gun. Another pick by Metal, keeping 7Watch down a person at all times. Best strategy is crew. Kind of just popping shots with the sniper. So as we are entering the last push here of this game, for any of y'all watching on the stream, score is 2-1 Metal Maniacs at the moment. Yeah, there you go. It's in the stream. We'll see as Whole Hog coming out by Seb. Shatter out by Sith. Gonna get a couple. Oh, both supports are gone. Diva Bomb is out though. Going to claim Sith. So the fight's pretty much even. Primal coming out on the side of Metal here. Just gonna try to beat him off the point. Just keep him off the point so there's no overtime. But instead it looks like 7Watch getting the payload moved a little bit further. We are seeing the Bastion come out on the side of Metal, but just firing in from above. That's gonna be 1. Oh, the Nano as well. Okay. That's an interesting one. Nano Bastion has... oh, gonna just mow down anybody else that comes in between Jin and Death Clutch. There was no way they were getting back to that payload. So round 1 falls in favor of Metal here. Gonna stop their opponent before they can even get through the first gate. All they have to do is get to the top of the hill. However, we have seen 7Watch pull out some interesting strats that have paid off for them in the past. So we will see potentially a revival here of the Bastion Torbjorn comp. We'll see. Ah, yep, there it goes. Bastion and Torbjorn for the win. And double shields it is, right? Come on. Yep, there you go. Just gonna try to be as damage dealing as possible. So I'm going to almost assume we will see Torbjorn set up top right up over here. We'll see the Bastion set up back a little further, right about here what the Overwatch logo is. Maybe right up here on the, like maybe right here on the little clip. I'm not quite sure. We'll see. But there's a lot of possibilities here, and of course, if you can't find that Torb turn, it basically acts as a 7th player for the opposing team. I mean, it's lots of free ult charge for the Torbjorn. I think it's 1 per shot, really. One or every 2 shots is a %. So it builds up really fast. And it looks like I might have been right. Here we go. Here's Kuda. Or Ku. Gonna set up the turret top right. I'll go even further up. There you go. Gonna set it up like right in the middle. Yep, have it towering down over the payload. Your Bastion set up a little bit further back just to kind of give some supportive fire. Really good strat. I like it. On the side of Metal, we were going to see a kind of a hybrid dive going in the Bastion and the Ana. We'll see how that works as the Torb turns quickly destroyed by the enemy Bastion, but so is the Torb. However, you have your Bastion doing his best, getting knocked around a bit as your Mercy's now gone. Death Clutch gonna claim Sith as well. So the payload on the move here for Metal. They're just pushing it down to the choke, getting 2 on there. We are going to see 7Watch's back one up and try to contest this. However, anybody getting in front of that Bastion is probably gonna get mowed down. So 7Watch trying to get back together in one cohesive unit just to stop this push, but Death Clutch gonna get 2. You ain't gonna stop him. Firefox is gonna make it 3, and Sith eliminated by death here as Metal going to take home the game 3-1 in their favor. Beautiful play by them. Play of the game, of course, goes to death. I believe he got the big old triple with the Bastion early on in the game. Yes, there you go. Just popping it off. 1, 2, and 3. Beautiful plays there. However, that will be the end of the game. Final score 3-1 in favor of Metal. And as we kind of continue on here, getting back to the lobby, I think player, like MVP for this game, in my opinion, there's a lot of good choices out there for this one. But I will say, I don't know, like, there's a lot of good choices for both sides. And in my opinion, I think I go with a double MVP here. Jenny and Zostin, actually, the tank duo on the side of Metal. Jenny popping off on the tank, the D.Va whenever needed, and of course the DPS with the Tracer. That was really spot on for most of the game. Zoz playing almost like a majority of the main tank cast throughout this game. I think only missed the Reinhardt there. Was very, very good on his main tanks, especially the Orisa and Winston. Especially the Winston. It was a really good one, especially on Ilios. So, MVPs are Zaz and Jenny. Final score once again is 3-1, favor of Metal. I hope you enjoyed the game, and if you did, we got more Overwatch PlayStation Tournament action coming on later on tonight. As my own team, Fallout, will be playing against Blackstone Legion, 7:30 CST, 8:30 EST. So make sure you're coming right back here to this YouTube channel to catch that game. But with that, that'll be the end of the stream. I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully we'll get to see you for tonight's later matchup.